You have people that want your spot and position so bad, but what they don't realize is the type of work that you have to do to maintain being in that position and what you have to do to be placed in that position in the first place. You have a lot of jealous people that compare themselves to you every single day, and they always look at the end result to your blessings and success instead of looking at your journey, what you had to face and what you had to go through. They feel like everything happened for you easily and that you smooth sailed in that position that you were in. But what they don't know is they don't know the obstacles and tests and challenges that you had to go through before being placed in that position. You had to go through a lot. There were a lot of tests that you had to learn and overcome, a lot of challenges that you had to face, and a lot of obstacles and setbacks that you had to overcome. And you got through them through ease and you having faith. And yet, these people have the nerve to be jealous of you and hate on you and what you have going on because they're too busy worried about your life comparing themselves to you instead of being grateful for what God has already blessed them with. This is the majority of people in society. Everybody compares themselves to other people and wants to do what the next man is doing instead of worrying about themselves. And so this is why they want to be in your position so bad because they believe that you are thriving and excelling and doing really good in your position and you are. But what they don't know is there are some things that you are learning and working on and the type of stuff that you are equipped to deal with, they're not equipped to deal with. They're not equipped to deal with the certain tests and challenges that you are going through on a day-to-day basis to be in your position. So instead of them trying to overthrow you and take what God has given you, they should be grateful for what they already have and stop trying to compare themselves to you and stop trying to sabotage you and throw you off your game. They should be happy for you. They should be happy that you are thriving and that you are succeeding in your destiny, but that's not the majority of what people do in society. We live in a crab in a bucket society where nobody wants to see anybody doing better than them. Like I said, they want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. Because if they see you doing better than them, that says a lot about what who they are and what they are doing. But what is you living your own lifestyle and you doing your own thing got to do with them? What are the things that you like to do and who you are as a person have to do with them? Nothing at all. They're just jealous people that don't have no lives and don't know who they are. They want your position so bad, but they don't know the type of obstacles and challenges that you had to do to be placed in that position and the type of work that you have to do on a day-to-day basis. They wouldn't last 1 minute in your position because it's not for them. They're not equipped to do the things that you are doing. And whatever your purpose is, they're not equipped to be in that position because they wouldn't be able to handle it. The warfare that you have to go through on a day-to-day basis, staying prayed up, fighting against demonic entities and spiritual foes and the devil himself. They don't know the type of challenges and warfare that you go through, that you've been through and which you are currently still going through, but you know how to handle it. There is nothing that can take you down except God. But yeah, it's nothing that you can't handle because you were equipped to face these challenges. They're not. So instead of them trying to compare themselves to you and try to sabotage you and hate on what you have going on, they should just mind their business and be grateful for what they already have. What's wrong with being in the position that you have? What's wrong with being yourself? That's how you know that people don't really love themselves. They hate themselves because they're always trying to compare themselves to the next person and hate on what they have going on and try to steal and copy the next individual because they want to be like that individual, not knowing the type of problems that individual face. I don't know about you, but I don't want anybody else's problems. I'm pretty fine with my own problems. Now, You guys may have been through similar traumatic experiences, but it's nothing like what you've been through. It's not the same. And a lot of people have been trauma bonding with a lot of individuals, thinking that they're compatible with someone, that they're on the same size, when in actuality, they're just trauma bonding. And because of that, that's why so many relationships fail and go downhill, because it was built on a weak foundation of trauma bonding and not genuine compatibility. But that's a topic for another video. They give anything to be in your position and to have the same outcomes that you have. Little do they know they are blocking their own blessings by comparing themselves to you, and they're disrespecting God, because God gave us all our own unique talents and skills and capabilities of our own. And they're not using their own gifts and talents to the best of their capabilities. They're too busy hating on you, comparing themselves to you, trying to steal your position, when they're not equipped to handle what you go through on a day-to-day basis. They wouldn't last one moment in your position. So what are they doing? Comparison is the thief of joy. A lot of people don't know how to just be themselves. But the reason they copy you and want to be just like you is because they admire you. You're an inspiration to them. They don't know who they are and are lost, and so they try to copy what you have going on, because they lack originality and creativity of their own. And they're insecure. The majority of people that hate on you and try to sabotage you, they're insecure. So it's just best not to worry about them and just do you. But anybody that copies you and wants to be in your position, it means you're doing something right. Yes, they should be taking notes from you and learning from you and use that as inspiration, but they shouldn't want to be like you and copy everything that you do and try to be you. The funny thing about human beings is that they'll copy everybody's positive traits and skills with the person, but they will not do is copy the bad traits and their mistakes that they make. They'll copy the good stuff, but they won't copy the bad stuff. They won't copy their flaws or anything. You're not perfect. You're a work in progress, just like everybody else. You're a human, just like everybody else. You bleed the same, just like everybody else. Yes, you are different and have different energy than they do, but you're just a regular human being, just living your life. And so, ignore the jealousy, ignore the hatred, and you just do your own thing. They will never be in your position, and they will never be you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.